And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Just digging out some mountains here. Our defenses have been solid. We haven't lost a fight yet. Just got done with a battle. And all the goodies are down here. Alright, and also, in between episodes, I've done quite a bit of work. Because I've shown it on camera once already, I decided to go ahead and run the other ores and get those all squared away. So, there, right here, this is gold. That's lithium. Iron I showed already, so there's lithium. And that back there is nickel. Lonely. It's lonely over here. But for now, it is just sitting ready for prime time. And I just now got titanium going. And here is titanium. I moved the vein around a little bit, found the extents of the vein, and then sort of shuffled around. So this vein that it's mining is actually is actually a pretty good size. It's like 2.4 million or something like that. Because over here it was a little cramped. It was a little cramped right in here, and I didn't really want to put too much more over here. So we got titanium. So all of our ores are generally on this side of the base. So we got titanium run there. All of the other ores over there. So it's just a matter of now crystal and biomass, and that will tell me exactly the final layout of what I'm going to go for. Biomass especially tells me where the turbines will go. Alright, so I did research the intermediate spiderbot defense, and I can actually research advanced, but I'm guessing, yeah, that's a little out of my price range right now. So let's see if this actually unlocked it. There it is, Spiderbot Cannon. And let's go in here and see Spiderbot Cannon. Unknown material. Well, that's not good. And plastic pellets, yeah, we're not quite there yet. I'm not sure what this unknown material is. I hate when that shows up like unknown material. I just hate that. Because I don't know what to get, what to build, what to do. Alright. So I think with the little remaining nickel and titanium that I've got, I am going to start smelting. One, crafting. Two. Crafting. Crafting. And for some reason have an extra one. So I'm gonna just crafting. I'm just gonna do that. So the general layout of this, as you can see, this is already back with a full complement. So we are going to set this, make sure this is on remove only. And there's the smelter right there, and I'll put that on top. And here's how I've been designing this here. I beam the power right off the pyro and then bring it down here into a battery. The battery is just there for a buffer between the power, because 10 power per second really, I don't know if this would ever heat up with 10 power per second. We need a little burst of energy. So I want quite a lot of titanium. So we're going to initially run this titanium like this. And then once we've got a good amount, I will hold off on smelting any more until I upgrade the miner and see Next to each one of these is another pit or another line dug too wide. So from here, I'm going to put the matter mover straight down, and it's going to link up with all of these all the way down. So most of these have this setup ready to go as soon as I standardize them and everything. So nickel, gold, and titanium all have it. This one has it, it just doesn't have the second one run yet. And see, this one here is got it marked, but it's not dug yet. And the amazing thing is, really, the overhead plane? Thank you. Really, the amazing thing is when I dug this out with the excavator, it didn't hit any ores. The main 3x3 hit 0 ores all the way down. This here is the kitty corner. There's a couple other veins that border it, but it didn't hit any ore, which was, for how deep that goes, what does that go? 342 blocks down, no ore. That was a new record. Okay, so a smelter over here. I want to make sure that's at remove only. Okay, so let's do the battery thing. And this thing here, I'll eventually upgrade this process using better power. Or at least power that doesn't cost me so much enriched coal. This is add only. And we're gonna give it a little boost of power. Wow, look at all that power that it just sucked down. Okay, so this can be out like, kind of like iron is. And this is nickel, so this will... Oh, train. Alright, so yeah, there is nickel. And let's check the enriched coal. Free 9, free 4. Yeah, enriched coal is good on that. I kind of keep some on me to make sure that they get filled up. 27, I'm going to fill you back up. And iron, I have used a lot of iron. A lot of iron for all of the rack rails going down deep. There, speaking of, there's some more ready to go. Okay, and I've got a little bit of ore in here that I've collected just from digging those 2 lines down. Dig those down manually, and so it gave me a little bit of ore from the little bits of ore that I had to dig out. Now, this one I think I'll probably do a clear ore on, unless this is gigantic. Oh, 3 million. That's actually not too bad. This, I'm a little leery about taking that out, but it does stretch way back here. That's kind of annoying. Nah, I think I'll clear the ore here, and that'll clear a few thousand. Well, actually, quite a few thousand out of there. So it'll drop it probably below 3 million, but I think in the long run, it'll be best. Alright, what next research do we want? We want to start progressing here. So I want to go over here and check our research. Ultra power grid. Not sure we're going to need this quite yet. We're going to want intermediate minor upgrades as the fusion motor. Yep. And the BFL. We're definitely going to want hydrocarbon. And we're going to want not basic robotics. We're going to want rocketry eventually. But hydrocarbon, this is the next big one that we're going to want. And rolling stock. This will unlock the minecarts. Most of the minecart basic stuff. So basically cryogenics, ultra power grid, advanced spider bot. So these are getting pretty expensive in here. Advanced logistics though, that is definitely affordable. Logistics Falcor. Okay, we're gonna need that for the system of delivering cutter heads. So yeah, there's 25 ultimate, that's titanium, that is nickel, that's lithium, iron, and tin. That's a lot of experimental pods for that research. So maybe this episode we'll head down, for the rest of the episode, we'll head down to the area, the toxic caves, to see if we can find some biomass down there, some good amounts of biomass, while all of these sort of build up the ore that they've got. I'm gonna take all of the ore that we've got. Look at gold. It's a champ. There we go. And even lithium. And then nickel. Not probably very much nickel that smelted, but we're gonna grab it anyway. Yeah, only 75 bars smelted so far. But we've got them automated, which is a huge deal. Granted, it's not pulling nearly as efficient as I want it to be, but it's a lot better than it was. So I think nickel, actually I'm going to wander back over here. Nickel was the deepest of the ores that we're grabbing, and I think it's the closest to my hole down below. So you can see here as I dug again the little area for the matter movers to go down. So I'm gonna fall down this hole. Oh, don't slingshot me. You don't want to fall straight without slowing yourself down, because the world stops loading. So you don't want to exceed past the world load, otherwise you'll wind up dying pretty fast, because it may stop right there, and then when it loads, it'll start moving you again, and you don't have the reaction time to actually catch yourself, which is unfortunate. I think that, yeah, that is a Camelbot, and he's got a lot of health. He's doing the moonwalk backwards towards me. I could use that organic rock, though, eventually. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna try to fall down here. And I think we have to jog it out. So yeah, there's a little spot here that we're gonna need to know about. I don't know how deep this goes. Oh. Right when my gun stopped firing, it stopped. So there's my way home. Well, let's get a good idea of what's out there now as we uncover the darkness in the toxic caves. Because there were some biomasses down here, but it's hard to see them with all that black out there. Ooh, there's some right below me. Oh man, that's it? Are you kidding? So one of the things I can do, since I've got the V3 build gun, is I'm willing to super dig some of this. And then craft me biomass growth ping.
Crafting.
That should have dropped somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there's a good sized vein there. And that I doubt is very big, but we can scan it. 151,000. Nope. Okay. Now, if I want to use some of this action, look at how far up that is. We'll mark that off with some torches. That will tell me, hey, this way home. Oh yeah, and I can't. Oh, I keep forgetting about the build gun shenanigans. Okay, so where was that bigger? Ooh, yeah, there it is. Let's scan this one. 783,000. That is pretty good. That is actually really good. And there's one under there, but I don't know if that's very big. That is relatively tiny. How about over here? That is extremely tiny. This one I think is really tiny. Yep. And there's some right there. It's kind of far away. Yeah, not a whole lot down here. And the recent change to the turbines means that we're gonna push through a lot of biomass really fast. So I want to make sure we have a good enough vein when we start that we're not just gonna run out right away. So this 700,000, that is a pretty good amount right in here. So let's get, first, I'm going to put in one of these. And that will give me a little standing to where this lines up with that over there. So I want to make sure we're squared away. Oh no. There we go. And build it up. Just like that. And this will light my way for the rest of what I need for here. Which is just basically kind of giving myself a platform. That I can use. Alright. Get up in here and light it up a little bit. This is why I have so many torches on me. So we've got quite a lot of biomass in here. And I would like to know where the top of this goes. Alright. I'm going to try to sneak down right in through here. Alright, I know it's bright, but I just want to make sure that it's not poking out of the top, so then I can mine it off the top. Oh yeah. Let's go back. I can only do this in one shot, so I gotta be very careful. Oh, look at that organic rock. I'll take it. Okay, this was just a little alcove. So let's just kind of do some exploring down here and see if there might be some bigger veins that try to get as close to 000 as I can. See, that's going far away from 000. So let's get a biomass ping again. So there's a good size in here. That's the one I think we already marked. So this is it right there. No, that is that. Oh, there we go. That is the money right there. Look at that. Almost 4 million biomass. That is an impressive amount. That is what I wanted, right? Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's going all the way around. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, let's get some lights up in here. And colorize those. Kind of bring some color and light into the world here. So yeah, this is going to be my biomass vein. And what are my coordinates? Oh, my coordinates are actually pretty far away from home base. But let's see if there's any biomass above me, since I have a couple more veins left. So there's really nothing above me, and there's a nice big one right below me. So this is a very nice vein. Very lucky to find this. That is a monster titanium vein right there. There's another biomass vein. But I think this one will do just fine for what we need. Let's get a good coordinate for mining this thing. And I'll light it up for everybody. Okay. This is quite a ways away from everything else. So, yeah, this is this just the edge? I mean, is it literally like the very edge of... Interesting. Not sure what dictates the biomass growth. But I think right in here is where we're gonna want, because I can put the miner. Oh yeah, that's gonna be difficult. But anyway, at least we found a very nice biomass vein. I'm gonna need a spot that has a good exposure. I'm not 100% sure where. Ooh, this is. I need to put the miner where it has emptiness underneath. So I think right in here. Miner goes there. And then the cargo lift will go right in here. I need to get the coordinates so when I go up to the surface, whoa. So right in here. So I can put the miner there. No. I need the spot underneath empty. So it's gonna have to go down one. Unfortunately. So the miner goes there. That spot is empty. So if the miner goes right there, that means this is... Because I want to put the miner right in the middle. And then on one side, I put the hopper for the cutter heads underneath, and then the matter movers will move it down, and then the last bit will be taken care of with conveyors. So that will run that. Let's jot that coordinate down right there. So this is, I'm going to write this down again. This is quite a ways away. So it's 152.10. With no negatives. So that is kind of, that's going to be quite a ways away from our base. But at any rate, I want something here that will indicate there's something here that we want. So I'm going to put a laser going up. So that way when I use the hollow base, I'll see there's something down here. Otherwise, I have no idea how to get back home, so I'm just going to use teleport. So that'll just end the episode. All right, well, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.